Right, hello and welcome back to Company of Heroes 3. So we're back for the multiplayer tech test. Today we'll be looking at the Americans, kind of rounding off our coverage of the allies in the game. So there are 3 different battle groups available in the tech test. We've got the airborne, which is they give you smoke runs, recon, supply drops, reinforcement drops, rocket strikes and carpet bombs. Then you can have either upgrading your scouts to pathfinders, giving your machine gunners paradropping in machine gunners, get paradropped squads, and and actual anti-tank guns dropped in. Not tried them though; they don't seem to be overly brilliant. My main issue though is that you can get a support centre that calls in aircraft as the Americans, which means having the aerial support is kind of it's like, yeah, I can get that in game as an upgrade for a building, so why do I need it as a commander thing, you know? I guess to have multiple things on cooldowns or whatever and just dump munitions on people maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a strategy around it. The other one is Special Forces, where you can get raiding flares, smoke screens, a commando squad. Then you can have either an active make your infantry units amazing ability, or just drop in an anti-tank gun, machine gun, and a fuel crate in. There's also these weasel teams and so on. You can mark vehicles, do strafing runs, and the big kind of centerpiece of this whole thing is the Sherman Whizbang. It's the Sherman with the Calliope launcher on the top. It's pretty good at clearing out areas of infantry and blowing up buildings and that. It's kind of like the equivalent of like the Katyushas and thing, and I forget the name of Whirlwinds or something. No, I think I might be thinking of anti-airs for germs there, but they have this little truck with a rocket launcher on the back as well. It's kind of like those, but takes it ages to get it, and it's kind of only somewhat effective. So it's not bad, but by the time you've got that, the game's usually over by then anyway. So I've tried this and it's underwhelming. So I'm going to be using the armoured battle group today. I've had a few games with these, they're not bad. We can get either better engineers though, to be honest. It's like, oh, they're upgraded from being abysmal to poor, so this isn't that good. I think the veterancy for your vehicle crews is better. Recover vehicle is, I've not tried it, but I think it gives you like resources for Rex or something, but having your tanks be able to repair themselves is usually a better idea, I think. So I can just passively repair outside of combat. You can get reduced manpower for vehicles. Then you can either make them build faster, or better is having them cost less population so you can have more. You can deploy a howitzer, though usually by the time it gets to this point in the game, this is kind of unnecessary. But I suppose if I beeline straight for it with strength and steel and then go to the M8 Scott straight away, maybe we can see some use from it, so I might try that out. Or alternatively, you can just get an active ability that makes the vehicles go nuts. And then we can call in Easy 8s with Rifleman Squad Escorts. So that's the group I'll probably go in as here. And the US, they're pretty good. They seem to be able to get bazooka squads out a little bit earlier in comparison to, say, like the British and things. Their strength seems to be in very good infantry. Yeah, they have some pretty good infantry with a lot of versatile abilities and things, and the army as a whole is pretty, well, yeah, versatile I would say is the word. They tend to have decent tanks, but they don't really have an answer for the German heavy tanks other than just throw Shermans at it until it goes dead. You know, or Hellcats or something. Oh, it's populating us, there we go. Lots of Afrika Corps down in this one. But yeah, so they seem to, their answer to German heavies seems to be medium spam. And looking at their battle group, the armoured battle group, which is very focused on reduced population, reduced cost, it seems to be almost that, yeah, you want to get some good infantry out early in the game, get those to carry you through to the end, and then just start spamming Shermans. Just like the real American army. Right. That said, so the Americans, you've got... But yeah, that seems to be the strategy. The Germans seem to be more mid to late game, but fairly poor at the start, whereas with the Afrika Korps, so the Afrika Korps tends to be a bit more early game and medium game, but lacks in the late game. Okay, let's get us some infantry going. Let's get our scouts out. Right, we've got a very important position here because there's 3 fuel depots down here, which is something you'll notice with these maps. They're not all technically perfectly balanced and that. You look at the centre here, there's a fuel depot there, there and there. It's very important to get fuel depots early on, because they, if the game goes over by quite a long time, so if the game drags out, usually it's determined by who got more fuel depots at the start.
Veteran crews have been made available.
So we want to get these riflemen out good and early, and then start taking these fuel depots.
Riflemen ready.
Rifleman reporting, Commander.
Right.
Get ready. Get on it, fellas.
We'll get them up here, get them in.
Riflemen are ready.
U.S. rifleman here. Fresh mags in. We got capture orders.
Oh, get these back into cover. They're only engineers, so we should stand a fair chance of being able to get them. I think they're trying to push past their capture zones and get ours early. I think that's what they're attempting to do here. We've got to make sure we don't allow them to do that. Right, can we get that? No, we can't get that grenade package yet. That's going to be very important to get that. Okay, now they're getting a bit gutsy here.
We're up, boys. All right, boys.
Right.
Advance and stay alert.
We need to push through. It looks like they have just gone straight through. They'll probably be capping these 2 now. And they'll be sending the units that they're currently producing to capture behind. So we need to be careful we don't get boxed in here. Let's get the next building up.
WRC going up. Reinforce that back wall. That's us, boys. A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
They're out of cover. They're going to have an issue here.
Come on, let's get this show on the road. Jerry's got a nice
And we'll go
little
and
nest
take
egg.
that.
Let's take it. Keep moving. Stay low, goddammit.
Now we've got to be careful because they're going to have cover there and it's going to be heavy cover. But we can kind of draw a line in the sand here while we move around the back with our extra units. We do now have the ability to get a machine gun, so we can probably get that set up over here somewhere, and that should hold them on this side.
Point out. We're moving to secure a position.
Right, and we're moving around the back here, so we should be able to get one over on them soon. If they don't move
Points ours.
somewhere else
On your
here,
feet. Yeah, we're taking
they're
it.
going to be in trouble.
Make it happen. Got orders, boys. Follow me.
So yeah, they're about to get a nasty flanking. Right. Get in cover. And kill these engineers. HMG is up. Right, let's get the HMG up here. Looks like we've grabbed all this. And he's forgotten this unit, he's not paying attention to him, he's probably focused on these, so we can kill those engineers outright. Right, let's get up here. These are trying to take cover from that way, so we can sneak up behind. Really start hammering them. Right, excellent start. Bang, 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 bang. They're all gone.
Let's go. Grenades, TNT, and socks. We've got them. Medical station requested.
Grenades, TNT, and socks. Oh, I remember. If you don't get the reference, I think that's a Saving Private Ryan reference. The guy sticks some, like, I think it's like grease and tar and stuff onto a sock, and then sticks a bunch of grenades in the sock and uses it to blow up a tank. Like, hides in a crater, and as the tank goes over, sticks that to the bottom of it and legs it afterwards. A surprisingly cunning plan, that. Right, we can push these. Oh, we might not even need to use the... Oh no, yeah, we'll use the grenade. Because I'm going to say, I think the flamethrowers are getting them, but... Okay, now they're definitely gone. Oh! Okay, well, worth it, because that's probably just cost him a bunch of manpower. Right, let's get these other units in as well. They are not having a good day, are they? Right, now we're going to get our air support centre at the barracks. We can get, like, special captain units as well, if we want. And I think there's one that allows for... So yeah, this one you can get... M3 75mm, I think they're anti-tank guns. And we can get half-tracks. So we can basically get towed anti-tank guns, and it'll repair vehicles at the base. Not bad, not bad. And then we can get infantry support centres that allows for captain retinues. Or alternatively, we can get the air support centre, which you'll see as it's built here. On our left side, or just here over the map, just above it. You'll see them popping in a moment. And whenever it's finished, it's taking its time. There we are. High altitude recon, strafing runs, and dive bombs. It kind of makes you wonder why there's even like the airborne battle group that can... Ooh, look, their special thing is they can call in aeroplanes. Yeah, or you can just buy that. Just buy that from your base. You're fine. Okay. Right, and we might as well go and take this. Okay. Where's that machine gun? Yeah, let's get him set up here. Then we need to make sure we don't lose any of this. I'm going to ignore the armoured cars and anti-tank gun teams and that from the motor pool, and we're just going to wait until we can get the tank depot. So I think we can just skip it. We don't need anti-tank guns. We'll just get tanks earlier. Right, and we're having a bit of a hard time in the middle, so we should probably pull over and assist with that if we can. Right, let's park it up here. And we're going to give that, so you can give it a, what's it? You can give it more guns, you can give it an anti-tank gun, or you can make it into a medical truck, which is what we're going to do, allowing us to reinforce at the front.
We're locked and loaded.
It would appear that, yes, we are about to really do a number on these here. We'll let the scouts stay here. Yeah, I wouldn't stay here if I were that truck.
Rifle's losing integrity. Move your ass. Go.
You have 3 command points available.
Move your asses. All right, stand by. Get on. Oh, goddamn. Fall back. Fall back.
Yeah, we need to pull out from that.
Boys. Throw it now.
Grenade!
Fall back, goddamn.
Get out of that. Artillery. I don't know if it's ours or theirs, but it's someone's and we don't want to be there. We've still got our scouts. But we are going to need more troops to hold that top part. Well, bottom part here. I'm saying top because it's high up, but it's at the bottom of the map. So we'll hold the southern end of the map. That's probably the best way of putting it, right? And we'll retake this fuel because the fuel is all important here. Ah, the machine gun fighting position and mortar pit. Ah, I thought the fighting positions were just... Okay, let's see if we can get some of those built up maybe. Once we've gone and done... Where are we? Here we go.
Get those foundations laid. The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Rifles reinforced.
Bazooka squad reporting in.
Right. And captured. Let's get back. Right, units, well, command groups 1 and 2, we'll send them up here. Get this nice and reinforced, we don't want to be losing this. I'm going to create some engineers, and we can get those round and build some resource caches on this fuel. And some of our areas close to base. And that should give us some better fuel and munition income from here on out. So, we'll see if we can get that sorted. In the meantime, let's get strength in steel.
Commander, all vehicles
Who knows, we
now
might
have
be able
less
to use
strain
that
on
M8 Scott
population
soon.
upkeep.
Here, sir. We got the tools. You boys are here. Ready?
Right,
We've got orders to advance. We need a cache on this resource point. Get it done.
let's get that built.
Tank depot completed. I need some sack time. Say the word, sir.
Good job we got these here just now.
We're up, boys. Move! Watch your flank! Let's make 'em holler.
Oh, they are not gonna like that.
Move, move, move! God damn it, rifles! Shit,
Right.
boys! Order just rest time's over. Let's move out.
Get the scouts over here.
Let's go. No lagging behind.
Can use their improved line of sight to get us a bit more vision around. And we just need to really reinforce now. And wow, they have dug in over here. We're losing the top a bit, but we've still got this fuel point. So they've only got an extra fuel point from that. The south is far more important in terms of fuel and resources for the late game. So this stalemate, I mean, it's not really a stalemate, we're slowly winning. But that's going to hit a tipping point soon enough. Where we'll probably just absolutely start annihilating everything. So are they going to build that or what? There, build, go, go. Don't know why they didn't build the first one that I ordered, but whatever.
You yokels are good for something after all. Position finished. Boss
Right, and we'll get these. So let's see, I can get a machine gun pit and a mortar pit. Costs a fair bit of munitions, but we've got some spare.
We've taken them down to 300 points, Commander.
Right, let's look at tanks then. So at the moment, right, if we get a few more points, we can get them even cheaper.
You yokels are good for something after all. Position finished.
And we can cover this area as well with a machine gun.
Position covering this area.
And then we'll stick a few mortars around maybe here and here.
Those little wooden bastards got Milne the other day.
Now let's see, so it's 90 for some tanks, okay. We need to get some combat. We need to get in some fights to really bump up our command points. So, for now we'll get ourselves a pair of Hellcats for the moment. And we can drive those around and just terrorise some of the enemy's vehicles. Because it looks like they're starting to get some. Right.
Well, aren't we a sight for sore eyes? Boss wants a fighting position covering this area. A munitions point is being attacked. We have a Hellcat reporting for duty. Territory
Looks like this is going to be a... We're just going to roll over them here, it looks like.
Position finished. Engineers standing by. Hey, you got a job for us? Boss wants a fighting position covering this area. We've dropped the enemy to 250 points.
Right.
I hate those who are all talk and no action.
Let's see what this does then.
Better be ready to back it up.
What we might want to do as well is get some sandbags up
Hellcat
here.
has been completed. You are good for something after all. Position finished.
Oh, they are going to have a rough time of that.
A fuel point is being lost.
Grenade, right in the middle. Ooh. And there's the mortar pit.
You have command points ready to spend.
So these don't actually have a arc in front, I think. I think they just shoot things that are within a certain radius. But it looks like they don't stretch as far as... Oh no, do they stretch as far as down there?
We've lost
Yeah,
the
they do.
sector.
Oh, and I can order to bombard. Lovely.
See? Filthy hands can't.
Fire, fire, fire.
Sandbags done.
We're locked and loaded. Keep that formation tight.
Recent engineers looking for trouble.
You may.
Oh, they're looking to get us with the Stug then. Hellcats are here.
Taking losses. Go, boys.
Oh, it knows what we're trying to do. They know what we're trying to do.
Move. Watch your flanks. Move, move, move.
We've delayed it a little while.
Keep moving.
Right, let's see if they can get up there.
What do you need? New recruits in.
Right. Excellent. And the tanks can be unit
Germans are down
3.
200 points. Keep it up.
Oh, that's bad.
Settle down! Come on! Look alive!
Ow.
On our way! Come on! Move your asses!
I will say one good thing about this that I'm liking is the lack of massive amounts of artillery. Because these positions would just get shredded in Company Heroes 2.
Back to full numbers.
Artillery is a bit more, well, a bit less viable here. There's not as much of it. It's not as present as it was.
We need to park it over there, man.
Greasers, break out the repair kit. We've got this.
M18 reporting.
Right. You aren't getting my hill, I'm telling you that much now. Let's see if we can get some more stuff built around here. They're not even really pushing anymore, they've just kind of... We've like entrenched. Maybe it does need artillery actually. Maybe I do need some. Damn, that's going to be dead before I'd even be able to get any units to help with that. Because I'd like to get some more command points and that. Because I'd like to get, well, we can get War Machine at least.
Improved vehicle production is in. All vehicles are now cheaper to produce.
Right, our vehicles are now cheaper. Not that we really needed it, but we have it now. Right, let's get some resource centers on these resource caches. Right. Damn. Oh, and something exploded. Hell. That's the thing. Maybe I should get an anti-air. Can I get an anti-air? Because shooting down their air abilities before they bomb me would probably be advantageous to me. Just saying. Might as well get the mortar pool. Yeah, get the mortar pool. Damn. Just been chased back. Oh, what we got here? Looks like a spotting team. They're trying to hit our vehicles, it looks like. Some kind of recon vehicle with an anti-tank gun that it's supporting. Oh, they've hit some tanks. They're unable to do anything about the Sherman. Well, I admit, it does make you wonder at the moment if we could just chase them back to their base. Maybe not. Okay, that could be a problem. But I will admit, tigers are way less scary in this one.
We're losing a fuel point.
We'll not make those yet. Hang on. Right, let's see. What else can we get around here? As you can see, regular resource point 5, upgraded is +8. So what's that, like 60% additional fuel from the same point? Very useful to do that. Let's try a dive bomb on this tiger. It'll probably not work because he'll move away, but... Damn, that could have been nasty for him. Let's do a recon loiter around here.
Recon run by request.
Enemies down to only 100 points.
Okay, we don't know what's there. The recon got shot down. So, probably something that's anti-air, but we'll never know.
Jerry's napping. Let's liberate that sector. Engineers, get moving.
Okay. We'll actually win this fight because of the amount of mortars we've got supporting them, I think.
Ready for deployment, sir.
Oh, fuck! We're losing numbers.
Damn. That and we've got the better cover. What have we got here? Tank destroyers coming in. There's the anti-air. We knew there was one somewhere. Right, we've got a bunch of fuel now. I think it's time. Prepare the Shermans. Let's flank this tiger.
What's up? Securing enemy resources under fire. Last stretch now. Germans down to 75 points.
Hellcats coming in. Flanking speed. Go. Fire.
M4A1 Sherman deployed.
Your settings may be too high and you're receiving low frame rates. No, I've got a chunky graphics card. God, how many Pioneer squads have they got on that? Okay, I'll take the message.
Combat and go. Stick together.
Bombers in range.
Engineers here. Flies up. Helmets up. We're going. Engineers here. All ass.
Right.
Their line's breaking. Only 50 points left.
Okay, Shermans,
Taking crew here.
get ready. Soon you'll be going in. I'm half tempted to just let them have that, just so they've got our chance. To, you know, we can have a bit of a scrap before the end with these tanks we're buying. Well, they've neutralised it at least, so it's gonna...
Engineers
Oh, this should be repairing itself, shouldn't it? Slowly, since it's out of combat.
One of our strategic points is under attack.
Yeah, it should be. We'll see if it is.
Seek and destroy tactics.
This is the problem with the Easy 8s. It's, you're not going to get those before the game's over. Maybe in an a Annihilation game,
Ready for deployment, sir. Come on. We ain't got all day.
but not in just a regular old game here.
Let's go, boys. A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
Oh, you git.
Get on with it.
Move your ass. Go. Come on. Commander, we've lost the sector.
All right, men. Stand on.
Right.
Watch your flanks. Oh, God damn it.
Shermans, form up. Men, that is your target. Charge! Right. Seek and destroy. 125 munitions to activate.
We have 25 points left. Leave it. Go to it, boys. We've
Oh god. That was bad.
Say the word, sir.
We're losing a fuel.
Get him!
Rifleman down.
It's like that one scene from Fury.
Sector lost. No contact.
Go, 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 go. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Oh, hello. And we've got his side. Right, smash everything. They've still got their buff on. Go, Sherman spam, go! And there we go. We've won. Ooh, my resource efficiency was up. Yay, I'm getting slightly better at Americans. Right, I'm going to call it there since it was quite a long game that, and I think we did get to see most of the stuff that the Americans can do. So we'll call it there, plus I just tried to record, this is actually the second recording of this, the first one, my graphics card stalled out at the beginning. Well, not at the beginning, it was like 40 minutes in, toward the end of the second game, so I'm going to cut my losses here while we've got a good game there recorded. So thank you very much for watching, but as you can see, Americans, they are versatile and they're good with, they have a lot of medium vehicles. They're not tough, but they hit hard. And so that's kind of their answer to the German heavies. You know, it's like, okay, you might get a Tiger tank, but for each of us, we can probably throw 2 Shermans at it. You know, and if you go with armoured battle group, maybe a third. So they just swarm you with numbers and just shred you. That seems to be the general strategy. The infantry are quite versatile, and yeah, they've got little bunkers they can put up. Overall, very happy with the Americans. They're pretty good. Who knows? They might actually wane me off playing the British constantly non-stop for a little while. Right, on that note though, thank you, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I think next time, so we'll be going on to the Axis. Probably start with the Afrika Korps. And the Afrika Korps, I'll give you a little bit of a teaser. The battle group I tend to find, because these are a bit underwhelming, and you'd probably think, oh, the armoured support must be the one to... No, they don't really give you very good... There's no like late game amazing mega tank here. I tend to go infantry, and I tend to go for these defences and things, and just try to hold people out at the beginning, and then get some light tanks in and just kind of get a good strong start and take that into the mid to late game, I think is the general strategy of them. So that they seem more like early game rushers. Even if you do go for things like combined arms, it's all about giving you not necessarily better vehicles at the start, but you can call those in pretty quick. Because remember, these call-ins don't require a building to be built. So they get early access to tanks. And if you can rush down enemies, even though they're weaker tanks, because you can get them earlier on, you can probably claim some earlier territories at the beginning, build up that resource game, and then be able to just spam out your tanks in the late game. That's like I said, that's the general strategy for the Afrika Korps here. But we'll be seeing those next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then.